And it's just fantastic what you can do with leukemias and anything. Although, you know, keep in mind this, and Mrs. Stone, our focus is totally about the health of the body. You guys want to treat and use these high acidic Drano formulas. What's coming down your road isn't going to be good, because this will be a criminal offense one of these days. I've had plenty of oncologists admit to that when they're discovered that what's going on here, it's not going to be pretty. The law is going to be really heavy, because those who are going to control the law are going to be more spiritual and loving and truth seekers instead of these corrupt judges they've got now. So any honest judge out there needs to grab this like a pit bull and bring down these insane doctors that think they can just ravage people's bodies with a battery acid and get away with it. You know, that's, I mean, we've reached a level of insanity like that. So keep going. That's really a good job on yourself there, detoxifying, Mr. Biker Guy. Chris sent me the link to this video. Oh, yeah, thank you. Wonderwise left us a little note, and thank you, Wonderwise. Beautiful soul. We're all beautiful souls. Let's just march on down the road and enjoy this. Get yourselves healthy, and we're going to go on down the road, you know. And good examples. There's plenty of people like Mr. Stone out there that just are stoned in their consciousness. They just are rocks. They do not have a grip on life at all. They're just totally lost. Dr. Morse, I need help with the following. I have more than 6 nerve blocks since October and face 6+ more for dental work. My God. I've developed sinus polyps, snoring, and stopped breathing at night. Oh, that's not good. Gia, I recently started your detox kit along with a change in diet and green juices to help with migraines from car accident lingering from August 2010. I stopped the drugs the neural prescribed since the dental work I am in severe pain, and black coffee isn't helping anymore. Well, actually, sweetheart, black coffee probably a lot of things act like painkillers. They suppress the pain, but the pain locks in the consciousness of cells, and then it explodes when you stop it. So that's all. You see a lot of that. What I call the residual kick, like the residual kick in the use of chemo. Sometimes you don't see it for a few months or a couple of years, but generally when you do, now you have cancer in 5 or 6 places because those acids broke down those cells. I don't know what people think what chemo is. Some Jesus juice? No, it's between battery acid and hydrochloric acid. And if you think that's appropriate, we go ahead and drink some. So really here, this is got to move your lymphs. I mean, because this is acidosis. When you see pain, no matter where the location is, that's building up of acids in those tissues, and that's really going to create it. You can't just keep having nerve blocks. So if you're having a lot of dental work, you're just really not filtering. If you feel under here, your lymph nodes are probably swollen. You just really need to move lymph, clear the lymph nodes out, and really start to, get your lymph system moving, because this is really important for you. This fact that you stop breathing at night, somewhere you're getting maybe neurotoxins, like pesticides, herbicides, perfumes, deodorizers, so be real careful, because this is your adrenals going down. And that controls breathing. That's the autonomic. That controls breathing, and so this is what's happening to you. The sinus polyps, it's just your lymph system backing up. And these are just like little tumors, little polyps. This is all lymphatic. Snoring shows you're really clogged up in here anyway, and so you really want to unclog yourself. You need a good cold and flu-like symptom. Definitely use the 3-lung tea. You can even neti pot it. You can breathe it. Open your sinuses up. Candle your ears. Also, hit the kidneys, hit the colon, hit the lymph system, get up your adrenal glands. Really focus on what we've been talking about in your journey in terms of herbs, and get that opened up before you get into more serious trouble. Can you give us info on the lymphatic formulas and what each of them are good for? I'd be very grateful. Yeah, NX, thank you very much with that. I never enough time to talk with you guys in a lengthy time, so this is Thanksgiving weekend, so I definitely have 4 days. I'm going to come in here and just try to punch out about 3 hours here for you. This camera only shoots so many, and then everybody's off this week, so I'll be able to get about almost 3 hours on there this weekend. and we're going to come to a point where I think it'll be saturated enough. Then I'm going to go into specific issues like the leukemias and things, and what you have to do to find a remedy, not in terms of diseases, but in terms of health. Because think of everyone's at a different level of health. Those people that are fighting the cancers or the MSs or the very chronic degenerative type issues, well, you want to be at the top level. You want to understand what level 3 is going to be, and that is what your guys are doing right now. It's going to be juice fasting. It's going to be strict, and it has to be strict. People always come in here and ask me what they can start eating now, and it's like, no, not yet. You're going to get even, I'm going to take more food away from you, because the end goal as a healer is you're an educator and you're a friend. And you walk with your clients down the road of Wellville. You're getting them healthy. It doesn't matter what their disease is. Let the medicals and the stones play with these disease ideas and play in the worlds of toxic drugs and chemicals and killer drugs and chemicals. It's okay. It's okay if 90% or 80-some% of the people die from chemo. Right now, I doubt if it's even anything less than 90%. My guess we're way up in the 90% people that die from chemo, not the other way around. I don't believe the AMA would like a true statistical research of this coming out. I doubt it seriously, and I have some friends putting together research statistics, and the AMA are not going to like what we're going to put out there. But you know what? This has got to stop. And so truth is going to come out. I mean, there's that to it. You got a lot of Gary Knowles already doing great work at putting out information, particularly in vaccines and stuff, and the deaths of by the AMA. I mean, incredible work. So if you trust an organization that kills over 1 million people a year versus another modality that has no deaths, I think you're stoned, Mr. Stoner, or Miss. Anyway, these lymphatic formulas, I just kept making them, and I will continue to make them. I keep continuing to get herbs. Learning of another good herb in Jamaica there, the guinea hen. I've never used that one a lot, but I want to really get and look at some of the herbs that I really haven't put a lot of attention on. Some of you from these countries are bringing me some good herbs, so I'm going to be playing with some more formulas, because the big goal, the real key is getting the kidneys to filter. The adrenals are at the core of that issue, I feel. And so it's always kidneys and adrenals. If I can get more kidneys, I mean, we have a famous chef that's on dialysis. He sent me some information on some other herbs for kidneys that I've never read before. So around the world, this is what the one world order is about. The real one world order is that we're all one people, and that we can take from each country the best of the best of the best and make the best of the best formulas. And therefore we can get people better quicker without hurting them. And that's the key. That's the key. We don't have to hurt somebody to get them better. I mean, for the sake of that, because, most of them don't make it. So, there's one of our lovely viewers that passed the other day, and it really made my heart real heavy, because she's so sweet. I won't mention any names, but said she had a heart attack, only 45 years old. And that's really got me disturbed, because she's just a sweet, sweet love. And that sounds like something an antibiotic would do. She's had a bad history of abuse. I think she has a medical doctor, ex-husband or husband or something, or in the family. And I mean, I don't know, but why would she pass at 45 with a heart attack? Something's real fishy there to me. So it's a sad thing, that to see some people in their early ages terminating off the planet. So something bizarre there. I've seen plenty of antibiotics causing heart attacks. Remember, I've talked frequently about Cipro. If you just look up a PDR on Cipro, and yet we're still giving Cipro in hospitals like it was candy, and yet it's responsible for a multitude of deaths. I guess worldwide Cipro's probably killed 1 million itself. But that's probably within the acceptable kill ratio for that drug. I mean, holy crap. I can't even saying it is disturbing. Now, this is 303. Can you tell us your favorite method? Oh, on these lymphatic formulas. I like lymphatic 4 because they put a lot of astringents, even though I think all the lymphatic formulas are astringents. I think that things like white oak bark, white pond lily, witch hazel, these are really strong astringents. And they're always high in calcium. They strengthen connective tissue weaknesses, but they also clean and strengthen. I tell you, the astringents are great because they clean and strengthen. I like old white oak bark. That's in the heal all tea. It's just one of my favorite herbs. I got so many favorite ones. I don't know who I could push up at the top because I have so many favorite ones there. You study one, you go, oh my God, you're great. Oh, look at this one. This one's great too. And it's like amazing what God put out there for man to use and to play with and to get himself well. I'm really humbled that the Supreme Being makes you a God lover even more to realize that there is that positive side out there. So much negativity there. So I like Lymphatic 4 to start off with. I always use the Detox kit weeks 1 and 2 because it just has one lymphatic, one kidney, one liver, two parasitic formulas. You got to kill the worms out of your clients just in case, because I would say 2/3 of the people don't have worms and flukes, but at least 1/3 or a little more do have worms and flukes. So you really want to deworm your clients and clean them out. And so the first 2 weeks is kind of getting them to put their feet in the water and really kind of get things moving and stuff. But then come weeks 3 and 4, slam them, go 2 kidneys, 2 lymphatics, and make one of the lymphatics a capsule. The capsules will clean the bowels better. And of course, remember, interstitial lymphatic constipation means lymphatic constipation in the wall of the tissues. And when it's in the wall of the gut or the small and large intestine, there's malabsorption. And a lot of people face malabsorption. I see it in here every day. So we have to open up their ability to filter or to absorb, and that's a lymphatic cleaning. And of course, that's why I like the capsules. I'd stay away from lymph node 2 capsules unless you have some type of aggressive cancer or something. Very, very strong. I'll warn you, very strong capsule. Start out with 1 in the morning or 1 in the morning, 1 in the evening. If you can tolerate it going up, very powerful capsule. In the liquid, lymph node 2 is great at busting up tumors and moving the lymph more aggressively. I love that one. Lymphatic 3 is bitter melon, mutamba, graviola. I mean, there are 4 herbs in bitter melon that are well known for use of cancer and things, that we don't use them for those things. We use them for their lymphatic abilities. We don't care if there's cancer or just tumors or whatever. We're moving lymph. We're cleaning the human body out. A clean body is a healthy body. So that's our focus. Anybody has another focus, you can get yourself in trouble, because the narcissistic allopaths, they don't want you entering their field. I don't blame them. Let them have diseases. It clogs the mind, confuses, disempowers. It's disempowered Mr. or Miss Stone here. That person's totally disempowered. They don't have a clue. They're not in the real world. So I love all of them. Lymph node 1, lymphatic 2. I mean, they're all different. So have fun with them. Even the blood formula for cleaning the blood, that's what you'd use in leukemia too, wouldn't you? What would you? I'm going to make a video on all these, just because you're not addressing the cancer, you're addressing the toxicity and the acidosis of the human body that's leading to this issue. So you're going back to causative factors again, which is the only mindset that we should have as a race now, is causative factors. And so the blood formula is also a great lymphatic herb. I love the blood. Red clover, burdock. I mean, there's a lot of good herbs in the blood formula. Cleans the blood, cleans the liver. Has far-reaching effects there. So it's a good formula. I like that one. I like to clean the blood every once in a while, even though it, just a good raw food diet's a great blood cleanser. I mean, fruits are the king for leukemias and things like. Super cleans the blood, strengthens the red blood cells, the capillary walls, vascular walls. I mean, you can't beat that,